Coach and Hayden, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the great year. I know it's a tough time, but if you can give us an opening statement about tonight and the season and what's been this year's like.
Well, first of all, congratulations to University of Tennessee. You won an awesome team. Great series, 60 wins. Wow. Congratulations to Danny White, Tony and his staff. Josh, one of my former players, excited for him. Great series. Look at it. Same number of hits, same number of errors. Probably the difference in the ball game was timely hits, and some of their hits were homers and ours weren't. But we got the tie and run to the plate in the ninth, which I knew we would, regardless of the score, and it's a tough one to swallow. Even when you make it this far, everybody wants to win their last game. So couldn't be more proud of our team, and honored to be at Texas A&M and honored to be a part of the 12th man. It's been a special experience every year.
Okay, let's open a couple questions for Hayden with the player. Go ahead.
Richard Zane, Texas. Hayden, down 5 runs late in the game. What was it like in the dugout, and what was the belief like in the team when you tried to go on that rally?
I mean, we just played in the last game of the frickin' 2024 season. The belief was there. The belief's, of course, there. Our team loves each other, man. Belief was at an all-time high. That never fades.
Hey, and I know you guys didn't achieve the ultimate goal, but when you look back on the season, what do you think about just what you guys were able to accomplish?
It's a tough one to answer right now, if I'm being honest, but I'm obviously sad, a little pissed, but at the same time, walking through that dugout, I'm so damn grateful. Grateful for Coach Slosh, grateful for everyone for bringing me here, grateful for those guys in that dugout and those guys in that clubhouse. I mean, they made it the best year of my life. As far as the whole year, we just lost the last game, so I'm not exactly thinking of the whole year, but I'm thinking of those guys. I'm sure I'll get back to baseball in a little bit, but I'm just grateful for those guys, man. I'm the 12th man.
Yeah, Hayden, thinking about those guys, what are some of the initial memories, thoughts just about the team, the guys that you were able to come together with, and those guys?
I don't know. I don't know anything specific right now. It's just a general. I mean, when you're, I don't know how to explain the love that I have for. I'm sure it's biased because every team probably feels the same way, but the love I have for those guys is undoubtable. And I mean, the love for the 12th man, how they stuck with us through ups and downs, and just what they mean to me and everyone else on that team. It's just special, man. It's just tough to really appreciate it right now, but I'm doing my damn best.
Hayden, you guys have been so good at drawing walks and making guys work all year. Only 2 walks for that pitching staff today. Just what challenges does it present for you guys, and how do y'all try to battle through when they're not giving y'all that opportunity?
Do exactly that. Battle. I'm not going to sit here and say that we didn't have good at bats. I mean, there's no panic, man. I mean, down 6-1, whatever it is, that we have full belief in who's ever up. And if you strike out, all right, I'm high-fiving Teddy to go pick me up. So I don't know how to answer your question, but what I do know is the belief never faded, not until that last strike. So.
Hayden, what was Seacrest doing to keep you guys down offensively, at least through the early innings? And what was it like in that dugout when you weren't able to cash in on those early opportunities offensively?
He's pitching good, man. I mean, they have a good ball club. There's no doubt about it. But we do too, and I think that's when good baseball's played. That's why tonight was so exciting. That's why the whole series and the whole time out here was so exciting, because it's good baseball against good baseball. He was doing good, but I mean, there was, like I said, no fade in belief. Just didn't come out the way we wanted.
Hayden, thank you very much for your time. Congrats on a great year. Yeah, you You can take that.
You can take them all.
We'll give them to everybody. Okay, we'll open questions for Coach. Go right here. 1 and 2.
Coach, I think it seems like Hayden maybe had a tough time looking at the season as a whole, but I'm curious, is there something that you kind of hope to remember about this team moving forward, other than maybe just the results and how far you got?
Yeah, again, you're asking, some of the questions. I understand your question. It's just tough to think big picture when literally 30 minutes ago, we were battling. But it's been a special team. I don't know, there's never been an A&M team play this far. We know the 1989 team was one of the best teams ever in the history of college baseball, especially one not to make the NCAA tournament, or the College World Series, excuse me. But this is an incredible team. And it's not just because of its record, but because of their character, how fun they are to be around. I think the interaction between our team and the 12th man was just unique. We had great crowds all year. Tuesday night, non-conference games to weekend SEC games is awesome. 12th man was well represented here. This is, my 8th trip to the College World Series. 2001 at Tulane, we played, and Nebraska was in it. That felt like a road game. But tonight felt like a bowl game where the stadium was literally split. And so I think that's really great for our sport, because a lot of times the College World Series is a neutral crowd. So I know I'm getting off tangent a little bit, but I think it's awesome for our sport that we now have, I think maybe because of the structure, because of the way we set it up where the championship series is on a weekend, now the championship can be like a football game. And I thought it was great. Our fans were locked in. But, yeah, I just think the entire experience, everything from the road trips, if I was to go ask these guys who won the national title in 2004, they wouldn't know it was Fresno State, But so no, I'm not discounting Tennessee's championship, but at the end of the day, in 20 years, these guys will remember their relationships and their experiences way more than they will winning and losing this game.
Jim, Tony worked for you for 4 years at TCU. I know it's small consolation losing in a game like this, but to look across the field and to see him do that, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's sour. It's sour for a moment because I want to win. I'm selfish, or we want to win. But yeah, Tony's he's worked hard. The thing I love about Tony is kind of like me. I'm not quite sure he was a frontline player. And so he's always been groomed to be a coach because of his father, and he's really invested in it. It's a lifestyle for him, like it is for me, not an occupation. And he puts everything into his program. And I know Frank Anderson's a lot for Frank. Frank's been around a long time and had a lot of great success. I think this is his first championship. Kendall, Frank, had one with Texas, but he's just deserving. And then I have a former player there who I love and was at his wedding, and he was on College World Series team with me in 2010 and a super regional team in 12. So I'm excited for Josh, and congratulations to their team. They earned it. They had 60-13. They proved themselves to be the best team.
1, 2, 3.
Coach, I know you said obviously hard to kind of think maybe big picture right now, but when you think about what's going to stick out to you when you think about kind of the hurdles this team had to overcome in the postseason and how they, maybe even elevated their game, losing Braden and Shane and
Yep.
just all the other things that y'all had to go through.
Yeah, I mean, everybody could say if and this, if we would have done this or if we would have done that. I mean, Tennessee was without A.J. Russell, who was a great pitcher, but they still won a national title. So I think everybody's got to fight through something, and it's unfortunate, but it's just another example of, that I can use as a coach and players can remember that your time can come and it can change in an instant. It changed in an instant for Braden. It changed in an instant for Shane. I thought Lampkin really did a nice job, and Stewart. Those guys gave us a lot of great outings this week. So it was a full team effort the whole season.
2 more.
Yeah, Coach. 3 years, you've 2 College World Series and a final. I know you came in here ready for success right away, but can you believe that y'all are reaching this point this quickly in your tenure at A&M?
Yeah, I can believe that because I think A&M is an awesome place. I think it's I think it has been great. I think Coach Childress had awesome teams, and the difference between winning, this is tournament baseball, and not taking anything away from Tennessee, but Florida State maybe gets one more out in the first game. Who knows? Could be a completely different deal. Same thing for us. But yeah, I mean, I think Texas A&M is a place that should be competing, in the SEC, should be competing to host regionals, and then everybody thinks that Omaha's, a right, and it's not. You have to earn your way there, and you have to play well in the NCAA tournament. The thing that we have going for us is we have just the most incredible fan base, and the 12th man that just makes it so hard to win there. And so if you can just get in a regional and find a way to host one, it's really hard to go to Olsen Field and win as a road team. I've been a part of that. And so I think that's so yes, to answer your question, I definitely thought it could happen, but it took a lot of hard work, and we still have a lot of work to go. We got guys coming on visits this week, and we got to hold some kids in the draft. We got to put together another good team. We're losing a lot of good players.
Okay, last question.
Coach, with respect to the difficult outcome tonight, but with the rumors circulating today about a specific job opening, what do you have to say about your future in Aggieland?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you. But I left my family to be the coach at Texas A&M. I took the job at Texas A&M to never take another job again, and that hasn't changed in my mind. That's unfair to talk about something like that. That'd be like you asking Montgomery if he's going to sign in the draft. But I understand you got to ask the question. But I gave up a big part of my life to come take this job, and I've poured every ounce of my soul in this job, and I've given this job every single ounce I can possibly give it. Let's write that.
Coach, thank you very much.